0971. Call the office at 572-0383 or 572-0215. REV-UP St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Harddrive is brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Rambali's, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at rambalisfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Rambali's,
we care.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe, especially those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on X, and also on DBS Television, watching us live. Thank you so much. Welcome to Harddrive for today, Tuesday, the 10th of March. My name is Andre Paul, the co-host of the show, none other than the lovely Lady J. Lady J, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Andre. How are you?
I'm well. All is well with you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And family well? Mom well?
Mom always looks well, but she's getting weaker and weaker. Yeah. And, sometimes I look and I say to myself two things. I would love to live into my 90s, and other times I say, nah.
I understand what you're saying.
The this pain, the that pain. You're wondering if you want to go through all of that. Yeah. But it's good to have her. It's good to have her, Andre. It's good to have my mom. Mm-hmm.
Of course. Yeah. And I think when you think of the amount of time, because living into an old age means she's still there, right? Her presence, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look back on it now, not now, when you look back, you say, hey, wow, we had her for so many years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we wish we had Daddy way into his 80s, but he died before he was even 75. He died. So we have Mom for so long after. So of course we're counting our blessings. We're happy for that. But the little pains, and as she gets older, she gets weaker and weaker. Andre, and of course the forgetfulness is coming through. So she's still the loving mom, and happy to see me when I get back. She's always happy to see me. You're back, Jan. Oh, if she listens, she watching DBS, the television is on. She says, I saw you, and I saw Andre.
My biggest fan when she was alive was my grandmother.
I could imagine.
My biggest fan. She'd have that radio boy just next to her, and she listens 24/7. When I get up there, that's a separate matter. But she's my biggest fan.
Yeah. I could imagine. One of the things that it's funny, Andre, because Daddy passed away in 2009, and I was on radio 2010, and that I have not forgotten it, because I know Daddy, like you just spoke there. My dad would be my biggest
fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the first letter I received when I left St. Lucia and moved to Asia was from my dad, Andre. I'm telling you, I cried like a baby. Yeah. I still have a birthday card from him. Or was it Christmas? Yeah, because that was like the last. He died right around, next month. Yeah. So that was Easter time. I still have a card from him. I think it was a birthday card, Andre, because I haven't looked at it. Every now and then I open it. Andre, if you look at this card with my dad's penmanship, it's like he just wrote it. The pen he used, it is bright. His handwriting was mwah. you know. And every time I look at it, I must say, every time I look at it, I drop a tear. But I'm maybe 17 years next month, maybe I'll be able to read it and I'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some dads really have a connection, especially with their daughters. Yeah,
Strict,
that's
but
for sure.
Strict, Andre, but
Yeah, some dads really have that connection. I can tell you that. And let me ask you something really, kind of, I don't know. It's maybe it's me, and let me hear your take on that, and our listeners and viewers as well, right? Nairobi would send me, Hassani as well, and Abina. They send me certain things about themselves, right? Maybe, as you said there, maybe it's a note, maybe it's a card with something that they wrote, maybe it's a certain pic that they send. Now, sometimes maybe the pics don't look so great, right? And some look really, really good, and at least in my view. Okay, and I have those things. Like, for example, Nairobi sent me a Happy Father's Day voice note.
Oh, nice.
And I have all these things on my phone, right? I don't destroy them. I feel like, and that's where I'm coming to. I feel like if I delete it, it's almost like I'm deleting her kind of thing. Is that weird? Is that weird? Is that weird kind of behavior?
I feel you. I understand where you're coming from. But Andre, don't you have it in your photos? Don't you have it in your Google? It's there. It's stored somewhere. So you might be deleting it from your gallery, but it's somewhere on your phone. So where are you deleting it
I'm saying
from?
I don't delete it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, because I
thought you were
feel
saying
if I delete it, it's like I'm deleting something precious that they shared with me, kind of thing. So I just keep it there.
No, Andre. I mean, she's growing. You can keep one or two. I delete photos, but I'm like you. I'm holding. But it's in, no, don't look at it like that. You have to clear the space anyway.
So what about the card thing? They send you a little card, they say little handwriting.
I'm keeping all of that.
And a drawing, daddy, me, that sort of thing. I mean, it's not the greatest looking thing, but nonetheless, the fact that they give it to you. And you feel, you feel as though, if I get rid of it, it's like I'm getting rid of her kind of thing.
No, you're not. She's right here. If you were talking about someone who, like my dad, if I had certain things of his, I'll give you an example, Andre. I had a T-shirt one day, I didn't know under the arm was torn. And I went, it was a couple months before Daddy passed away. And of course, I didn't know he was going to pass away. And I went to him, and when I did that, he saw it. Jan, you left home with a hole under your arm.
With a Barbadian accent.
I did
with a Barbadian
strong
accent.
Bajan accent. So I did that. I said, oh my God, I didn't see that, Dad, Andre, I did not throw that T-shirt for about maybe 10 years. Every time I went into the closet and I saw the T-shirt, no, put it back, Daddy, put it back, Daddy. Until one day I said, you know what? I got to let it go. I talked to the T-shirt,
so
say what you want to say.
I
talked to the T-shirt, everything, before I said goodbye to the T-shirt.
Yes.
Because every time I saw the T-shirt, I remembered his words. And Andre, we are all the same. But there comes a time where we have to actually, and it's okay to let those, because all you're doing is packing up. For example, I have his photo and his button on my dresser. And I also have that card. That's what I have of his.
I when my first daughter, right, was born, we didn't have the phones that we could record things. What we had was a tape recorder.
Yeah.
And I recorded a few conversations with her.
Nice.
Right? I think she was probably about maybe 3 years old or something. She was talking or trying to talk. And I recorded the conversations with her. And I kept that.
Yeah.
I actually kept it on a cassette, because back in the day, that's what we had.
Yeah.
I kept that for 21 years.
Wow.
When she was 21, I brought it to her. I said, listen, I kept this there for 21 years to give it to you. She freaked out.
Of course.
She freaked out. She was so happy to hear what she sounded like when she was a little girl.
And she could keep it for life.
Right?
She may not be able to play it, but she could keep it for life. You never know.
Yeah. And
I still have these tapes
amazing.
that I can play tapes.
So deciding which things you get rid of and so on, it's sometimes a little testy. Anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
But eventually.
And
And I don't have a problem talking to it and saying goodbye to it.
my neighbor has a little boy there. That's her grandson, and the father came to see him some time ago. I was right there, and the father brought him a gift, I think it was a watch or so, I don't remember exactly what it was. And the little boy took that thing and says, I'll treasure this forever.
And they will.
I'll treasure this forever.
And that's what I
Imagine that.
like. That's what I liked when I had my daughter and I would give her something. She was the same way, Andre. The same way.
Yeah.
And she's
Just the fact that
done the same with
their
her
father
kids.
gave it to them and so on, or their mother. I'll
Yeah.
treasure this forever.
Oh yes, Andre. Because
Yeah.
we never know what tomorrow brings. So we really have to, and we have to tell our family how much we love them. Well, if we are brought up that way, of course. 'Cause
Yes.
everybody, every family is different. But I can tell you were brought up in a loving family, and you've passed that on to your kids, Andre. And look at your little girl. I mean, it's all about love for her.
Oh, yeah.
That's great, Andre.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, I asked her again. I said to her, what do you want for your birthday? She said, Daddy, I have everything I need. I want you.
See?
And I'm like, wow. I mean, that comes from the heart.
But that made
you understand?
drop a tear.
Oh,
or
for sure. You
close.
feel you can't get over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, how we interact with the children and so on. And as I've shared, I talk about my stories a lot, especially on this show. Exactly, all over the place, right? And I know for sure. I said what I went through. Okay, as a little boy, not having my biological father there with me. I said I promised myself I would never do that
Totally
to
agree.
mine. Yeah, and I kept that promise. All right. So here's a promise I have to keep now. I'm sorry. You want? It's too cold.
No, it's too hot.
You better watch yourself, Lady
Andre, I
J.
just came inside.
You better watch yourself, Lady J.
I just came inside.
I'm freezing
Andre.
inside there.
You're joking.
You're
I
hot.
just came inside. Andre, I just came inside here.
Maybe it's that time.
And I'm wearing those because it gets cold in here. So
It's that time, Lady J.
No, it's not that time.
All right.
You mean menopause?
Yeah.
Oh, Andre, then I would not. The hot? No, the hot is menopause came and gone already.
Huh?
Yeah, some people get the menopause early. I don't feel that heat. I used to. Some
Are you
people get their
serious?
menopause really early, Andre. My mom didn't
And you
get
said
hers
came
until.
and went already?
Well, I don't know. It might still be there, but I don't. Might still be there with the
Wow.
mood swings. I don't know.
Wow.
But my mom didn't get these feelings until she was in her late 60s. Some people are different. I have girlfriends who get theirs in their 30s.
So,
Yes.
so let me ask you,
Uh-huh.
what are the telltale signs? I mean, apart from the hot flashes, do you all always look for a Roro or something like that? With the hubby or the boyfriend, you always look for a drama?
Who looking for Rory the hubby? Who
No, I'm
looking
just
for-
asking. That's one of the.
I mean,
one of
you
the-
might be a bit short. In other words, you ask for something, and if you don't get a response at home, you're going to question, I just spoke to you. Why aren't you responding? In the past, you would ignore it, but around that time, you're a little, so you would pick up,
Okay. All right.
pick up on it, yeah.
Okay,
That's,
so
that for sure.
let me do some house chores there. The menu for today at the Thomas of Bread Place is seasoned rice, ground provisions, stewed pigtail, stewed turkey, baked chicken wings, lentils, and tossed salad. Again, the menu for today at the Thomas of Bread Place: seasoned rice, ground provisions, stewed pigtail, stewed turkey, baked chicken wings, lentils, and tossed salad. And don't forget to check out the wide variety of Seymour's beverages, which include coconut, ginger, peanut and peanut punch, and regular flaxseed and chia seed Seymour's with milk or without milk. So that's what's happening at the Thomas of Bread Place today. All righty? Okay, don't forget to check out Silton's Rub. Give her a
Okay.
call at 716-8018. 716-8018 to check out Silton for her famous rubs. 716-8018. All right?
Yeah.
So, anything you want to mention before we move on?
Oh, World Consumer Rights Day, Andre.
Right.
The theme is, safe products, confident consumers. They're going to be here today at 12 o'clock. About
Wonderful.
that time, so we'll hear more about it. And I understand they're going to have an exhibition, or the businesses will be out on the square on Friday, because it's on Sunday. It's the 15th.
Okay.
But it's going to be celebrated here.
So it's World Consumer Rights
Day.
Day.
World Consumer Rights. But it's on the 15th. 15th is Sunday, so it's going to be celebrated on Friday. So we'll hear more about that, and persons can take some time to go to the square, and I understand that they will also win some little prizes as well. I don't know how they will get the prizes, for whatever reason, how, if it's a question or if just being there, but they will be getting some prizes, some gifts on Friday, and a lot of business houses will also be on the square as well. So, and that's until 4 o'clock, Andre. So if I can, after here, go and have a look, I will do that as well. So that's on Friday.
I think these interviews are important because people get a better view and understanding of what their rights are as consumers. I only hope the business places understand that. I only hope so. That they also try to target the business places so that they understand the rights of the consumers. Right? Yes, that's important because
Andre,
sometimes you know, one of the things one of the problems I have, and maybe that's a question you could bring up. I find that business places, most of them in St. Lucia, do not want to accept responsibility for any loss. Okay, they always they listen to you, they hear what you're saying, but to make amends for it, I find a lot of the smaller business places tend not to want to make up for your loss. They may apologize. They may just apologize.
When you say loss, what you mean? Something that you purchase?
All right. So say for example, I purchase something to drink. Okay? So a small business person, they have a brew that they make, say the CMOS, CMOS drink, right? And it gives me a tummy ache. Right? And I know that's what gave me the tummy ache. And I would go to the person and say, listen, I drank this thing. It made me feel ill. My tummy was hurting and so on. They'll just say to you, oh, I'm sorry. And that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so point 2, what do you want them to say?
Give me a refund. Why not a refund?
Did you bring the rest of the drink back to them?
Well, that's not the point.
No, I'm just saying, did you bring the drink back to say, I bought it, I'm feeling something?
But Lady J, you don't drink a drink to drink a part of the drink. You drink a drink because you're having the whole drink. So how are you going to bring it back? The thing is that you have the drink, the drink, and it's after it makes you feel sick. Or you buy food and later it makes you feel sick. You're thinking that you're okay with what you're eating or you're drinking. So the point I'm making to you is that from my experience, I notice that when I go back now and I complain, because I have a right to complain, they just say sorry. And that's it.
I don't know. I think they would have to answer that question, Andre, because, I mean...
Who has to answer that question?
The consumer rights persons that are coming here today.
I hope you bring it up.
Let them answer that question, because to me, I can't see what certain people will say other than I'm sorry. And certain ones will say, I'll give you a coupon for you to get another drink or another meal or something.
That's why I was saying to you earlier, is that it's one thing if you are educating consumers about their rights. I only hope you're educating the business places about the rights of the consumers. You understand what I'm saying? So when they come back to you, you must be so well informed that you know how to handle those situations. I just find from my experience, you rent a movie for it. I remember back in the days, rent movies. Okay, you rent a movie, and the quality of the thing is so bad.
But you paid.
And you paid for it, and you bring it back. You say, listen, there was sorry. They say sorry. They don't say, well, can I give you another movie? You know, they don't say that. They don't seem to want to take the blow, and to keep you as a customer. So I know for sure when you act like that with me, I just don't come back to get anything, and that's it. So let me ask you, how, if you're in a situation like that now, where you feel ill from something that you purchased from somebody, and you know that most likely what was that caused that problem, what do you do?
Well, Andrew, I'm going to be honest. I'm in St. Lucia. I'm in the Caribbean. Not in the States that will give it to you. So I know for sure I'm not going to get money back. If I get it, thank you very much. But I will let them know XYZ. But when I go, I'm going with an open mind, because I know 90% of the time you're going to get exactly what you heard. Oh, I'm sorry.
90% of the time. You're right. I agree. Because there's some places, you like Massey, for example, you go there, they will listen to your story and they will try to make good. Right? They try their best to change the product or whatever, in addition to the apology. That's my experience with them. But generally, especially I find the small business people, they don't want to lose at all. No way, they already had that money already. They get that back to you, or to say to you, okay, all right, I'm sorry about what happened. When you come the next time, I'll make sure I give you 2 drinks. To make up for it. Sorry that happened, Just apologize and try and make up for it. So when they come up, please raise this issue with them.
When I went to, when I was in Jamaica, there was a tourism course we had to take in order to be in the hotel. And one of the things that I learned, and I learned it there, is, we always say the customer is always right. Andre?
Well, they say that, but I don't think that's really the case.
Well, what I learned in the thing is the customer is not always right. The customer has a right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've stuck to this ever since. I've learned that.
I think what they really mean
has a right,
I
meaning
understand.
that you can come just like you and discuss it, right, and expect to get something out of it. So don't prevent me from coming to say, oh, the drink wasn't good or the food wasn't good, because I purchased it, I spent my money. But you can't come in there and demand from the business house to give you. You can't demand. But you do have a right to discuss and to ask and request whatever it is.
My understanding of the saying, the customer is always right, is that if that customer comes to you and complains, you have to do all in your power to make it up for that customer. It's just like, say, for example, the saying that the pedestrian always has the right of way. Now, technically, that's not the case, because if you're driving and somebody just decides to suddenly cross the road,
run.
But what they're saying is that best as you can, always try to think of the person who
the
is pedestrian. Always give them first priority. Even if maybe you see a green light, and you have the right of way, and somebody decides to cross that road at that point in time, there, it doesn't mean because you have the green light that you just have to keep driving and hit the person. I think that's what they really mean by that.
Well, if it's green light, they would see it in advance, Andre.
Some people jaywalking.
Yeah, but Andre, if it's green light, you'll see it in advance. So the main thing is to always concentrate that there is a pedestrian coming up and start to slow down. Because a lot of people don't do that.
Right. I'm saying even if you have the right of way, you're driving.
You should. It's a pedestrian.
But nonetheless, there's somebody crossing at that time there. Right, you need to slow down, not because you have the right of way. So I think that's what they really mean by that saying there, right? That you should always try to make up, right, for the customer, not give them a rough time. And I know a lot of solutions, they get a rough time. They get a rough time.
Yeah, but then sometimes some go in attitudinal.
Yeah, that
and
too.
I know in the business we're supposed to either you tell the person, if you don't lower your voice, I will not serve you, I will not whatever. But sometimes, Andre, the customer goes in with the same notion, I have a right, I'm right, and go in with the attitude and the this and the that, ready to fight. Just last night I was watching something on television where this customer went into a fast food place and threw her drink, for whatever reason, because you're not hearing, you're just seeing, threw her drink at the staff's face and picked up the plate and threw it at her. Not here, that happened. Andre, the woman was at the back of the business, right? Well, at the back of the desk. Andre, she's already really, a strong, strapping woman. I'm going to take my time and do that, because I never know what she can do with me. She looked like she could just pick me up and throw me. That alone. Andre, you know what she did? The staff came in the front, picked her up, threw her to the side and started giving her licks. Andre, I'm watching this whole thing. I don't really agree with violence, but Andre, I have to say the staff was right. Then another staff went to grab her while other staff are trying to get the staff off of her. She's still fighting. This big woman, when the other staff held on to her, she hit the other staff. So the other staff started putting licks on her. You have two staff putting licks on one customer. Come on. All because whatever is wrong, you're throwing it in the person's face. All the drink is in the woman's face. Who won that, Andre? Now, maybe she might get fired. I don't know how the manager would accept it. But, Andre, I wouldn't fire her for that, because the customer threw that in your face. We need to talk about it. What led to that? Did you give her the wrong meal? Let's discuss that. But Andre, somebody like that would not come back in my establishment. I don't know how you look at it, but somebody like this cannot come back to my establishment. If you're coming with that kind of attitude, stay away.
Yeah, well, I agree. Yeah. Attitude is very important. Okay, so the Prime Minister basically has confirmed that he received the official correspondence from the UK government informing St. Lucia that we have to now obtain a visitor's visa if we are traveling to the UK. All right, so it's now official, and basically people may try to blame the administration, say something that they're doing untoward. Maybe it's has to do with CIP and those kinds of things, because the way we are already when it comes to those things, the politics. But the Prime Minister made some points that he says basically the people are guided by their own internal concerns. And if, and I think the Prime Minister repeated this thing about people seeking asylum and so on, that's a major, major issue. And I remember I was saying to you, I was just concerned as to what it is, what case these people are making as to why they're seeking asylum in the UK. But anyway, so the British, I guess they're fed up of that. I don't know which other countries are going to be so impacted, maybe some others as well. But this is the situation right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank goodness London is never on my on my trip agenda, never. Yeah. But then sometimes, Andre, depending on where you're going, you may have to go via London. So that's the only thing. Like when we were going to Asia, sometimes it's better to go via London. It's faster than to probably go via the US. So it all depends.
Yeah, as I told you, I'm not a big fan of traveling by plane and so on. That's not my vibe at all. So that really does not... I'm not worried about that one. That's for sure. Yeah. Same thing for the States. I lived in the States for over 4 years, somewhere around there. And I remember as soon as I graduated, man, I was out.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, 2 days.
Wait, so since then you never went back?
I went back once.
Oh, okay.
I went to some seminar or the other. Yeah, I went back once, and that was it. I have no desire to go to the US to visit anything. Honestly, I have no desire. Now, I guess at some point maybe I may have to, it may probably important that I go there, right? Maybe for medical treatment or something. That's a possibility. But for me, for now, that doesn't bother me one iota. Yeah.
So what if one of your family members, and we're not looking at it, we're speaking in general, and you were the one that have to travel, would you get your visa and go?
If
one of your children, a family member, something is wrong. Tony's not there for you to say, Tony, you go.
If they live in the US?
In the US or London?
Well, I guess, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless
so you would go only if not
me,
for holiday.
Nothing, I don't desire it at all. Yeah. At all. And funny, that's the ironic thing, as a kid, man, you dreamed of going to the US. That was on everybody's agenda. You just had to go to the US. When I remember my friends who, my schoolmates and stuff, they all went over there and they immigrated and they got their green card and they got their citizenship. And you dream of that happening. When you watch the American movies, you see streets of gold, kind of thing. That's what you actually dreaming up. And I remember when I went to America the first time, and I ended up I went to Brooklyn. Well, I went to Massachusetts first. Right, beautiful place. And I remember me and my cousins and so on. We took a lime down to New York City. So of course we went through Brooklyn. Let me tell you, when we got to Brooklyn, I could not believe. I suspect it's probably changed right now. I could not believe my eyes when I saw Brooklyn. I said, "What? That's Brooklyn?" To me, I just saw a dirty place. Endless graffiti all over the place. Don't talk about the subway, right? The trains. I'm sure that's improved now. I'm sure.
It has improved,
yeah,
but
that's
still,
changed.
Yeah.
But I was so turned off. I said, "What? That's what it is?" Yeah. And then, of course, the reality of living in the U.S., right? And I said there's certain realities you just can't get away from. At that time, muggings was a big deal. I actually saw twice. I think I saw somebody got mugged. Then the issue of finding employment now that would keep you going, and especially in my field, I didn't have an American accent or anything like that, so it's highly unlikely I get a job at a big time radio station, a TV station there. So I had to settle for what I got kind of thing. So I had to deal with that. And then missing my that time it was my daughter who was there. So I was missing my daughter, I was missing my grandmother. I just couldn't wait to get back. So I didn't really enjoy living there, to be honest with you. The experience was not a great one for me. Yeah, so I have no real desire to go back there. And there's this thing where you feel as though life is so much better
for some people.
Yes, and it's really not. It's really not. It's just like you're just surviving.
But it was really hard when they over there. I remember seeing my brother getting up 4 o'clock. I went to spend 2 weeks. Took my daughter. We went up there for 2 weeks or 1 week. I can't remember. Seeing my brother waking up 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, leave me in the Caribbean.
Yeah, when I was going to school, I had to wake up while I was working, then come home, get up early in the morning, take 2 buses, 3 buses to get there, because you have to take another one to go that place and the other place and the other. A real hassle.
It is.
And there were some good times.
Yeah,
There were
of
some
course.
good times, especially when you meet St. Lucians, living in the diaspora. You see your old friends who you haven't seen for years. I remember there's this one guy, his name was Mikey Larcher, and a lot of my friends would know who I'm talking about. We were really, really close back in the day. And Mikey left St. Lucia, and I'd never heard from him after that. Never. And I was always longing to see him, and I wanted to see him. And I was on my agenda. Before I left St. Lucia, I went to see his father. The father gave me his number, his address, everything, right? And when I got to the States, I said, it's time now for me to meet this guy. So I called him. And when I said to him who I was, he remembered me instantly. He remembered me instantly. And we made plans to meet at my home. I told him, come for lunch and everything, because I hadn't seen him in so many years. So I'm there waiting for the guy. I said, but how come he says he'll be at a certain time and so on? He wasn't showing up. So I called his phone, and phone going to voicemail or whatever at the time there. Can't get the guy. And I never knew what happened to Mikey until I came back to St. Lucia. When I came back now, I went to see his father again. I said, I tried getting in touch with Mikey, and I couldn't get him. He said to me, the day you try to get in touch with him, the day he promised, because I think he was married at the time, the wife gave his father the story. He was actually killed that day. Yeah. They said somebody, I think they said and I didn't even know that. They said he was involved in some gang or the other. And they shot him, I think, someplace in the street and sort of thing. Imagine that. The day the guy was supposed to come and see me.
Imagine that. And Andre, I mean, after we sympathize, that happened some time ago based on what you're saying. Rest his soul. But Andre, you were there cursing up the guy in your head, right?
You mean like, why didn't he show up?
Where is he? Why didn't he show up? I've cooked all this. Yes.
Yeah, I was preparing for the guy. And that happened.
The last thing on your mind would ever be this.
I never saw him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I said that these were the nice things, meaning you meet your old friends. But that was about it. I never really enjoyed the fast life and so on. It was just fast, really, really fast. Always turning around. I don't know, I hope it's changed right now. Always wondering who's going to be mugging you, who's coming after you.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've been to Brooklyn, been here, been there.
Now, England.
But I'm still particular because of what I've heard and so on. And the same way when you're walking here, Andre, you still have to be careful. So when you're in another man's country, same thing applies.
Well, no, to be honest with you, when I'm walking like in the city and so on, I don't feel any kind of fear or threat or anything. Yeah, I don't feel anything, right? Depending, especially during the day, it depends on where you are. So generally, I don't feel like that. I feel very, very safe.
How much walking you do here, Andre?
I'm saying in the city, if I'm walking in the city.
How much walking you do?
I mean, I don't...
Barely.
Yeah, but the point I'm making to you...
I understand what you're saying. You're comfortable.
This is St. Lucia. You know a strange thing? When I go down south, say Choiseul and those areas, right? Now, sometimes when I get to the area, the parking is a problem, always a problem. So you have to go and park your vehicle a mile down the road, okay? And you're talking about me getting to a place 11 o'clock and so on. I feel no way whatsoever walking up in the dark area, getting to where I'm going. I don't feel any way.
Good for you.
I'll do it down south. But if in the city, what's that?
Good for you. I'm not taking chances no matter where I am. Just the thought, you have to always, I'm not saying you have to be afraid, but you've got to have your antennas.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely.
I agree. Yeah. The only thing I do if I'm walking, I make sure that my phone is well protected.
Protected if they say pass it?
No, what I'm saying, like somebody tried to grab it from my hand.
Oh, okay.
And run with it. So I make sure it's in my front pocket, that sort of thing, just to make sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Agreed.
Anyway, so I was saying, in the case of England now, I used to look at same thing. You watch American television, then you watch British programming. England just looks so boring to me. And you know what I used to watch a lot? The Saint.
Yeah.
Remember that series?
Simon Templar? Which one?
The series.
First one?
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
And I always saw these abandoned streets and there was not a lot of activity. It just looked like a boring place. Now, I'm probably wrong about that.
Yeah.
Probably wrong.
Depends on where you are.
So those two places there, I mean, there are people who travel to England regularly, and I'm sure they do, and looking for the better life, etc., etc. I feel it for you. I feel it for you. And those of you who want to visit often, maybe you may have family there, you have relatives, you have your spouse, your
I've been a
husband,
few
your
times,
wife.
but it's not. It's like you say. It's not like I want to go back.
So you've
I
been to
have
England already?
Of course,
Oh,
Andre.
okay,
A few
okay,
times.
okay.
Yes, Andre.
Yeah.
I mean, where I have not been, I would say, I have not been to France,
I've been there.
and that's where I would like to go.
Yeah, I've been
And
there.
I have not been to Germany either.
And I felt
And-
safe there.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know,
in
my
France.
hubby studied in Germany, but so I would like to go. And it's when you go to one, you'll be able to go to the other because you can take the train, whatever, what have you. So yes, that is, as we say, on my bucket list.
And when I was in Paris, I was taking note of riffraffs and so on to see how many I would come across. All right, and I spent 2 weeks? I think I spent in France.
I haven't heard that word in a long
Yeah,
time.
and
Riffraff.
I didn't
Wow.
see one of them. You know what they call the jumbies and so on.
I know what
I
you
didn't see. There was just one guy who was fleecing and so on, but the man was well dressed and everything. I say, well, that's totally different. The man looked like a decent guy. He'd asked me for money. That's the only just one person I saw. But one thing I remember, they eat a lot of fast food there. The KFCs and the Burger Kings, jam-packed with young people. That's what I remember.
I see, but Andre, I had to I had to restrain myself.
Yeah. And then
I almost became a keener right there.
There are endless grapes there. Endless grapes. And I love grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
And I
too.
found that the chocolates
I can't get away from that
were
word.
not as sweet as the American ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the chocolates, the French chocolates. So,
That's strange. I haven't heard that. It's always so good from over there. Oh, yeah.
you mean the French one?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying it's not as sweet as the American chocolates. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you like it like
Yes,
that?
of course,
Oh, well,
of
I
course.
don't. I don't mind the
Yeah.
sweet chocolates.
So anyway, folks, those of you who have to get the visas to go up there, I don't know, I guess we'll get more details as to exactly how that's going to be, these things are going to be processed. I wonder if it's going to be done here in St. Lucia. Do we have to travel to some other country to go on to get the visa, or maybe online? I don't know as yet.
Which is how we had to get ours when we were going to Canada. We had to get it through Trinidad. I don't know how it's happening
Okay.
now, but like I said, right after they had stopped, you didn't need a visa, and it's back again.
So I really hope the authorities that they educate us, tell us exactly how, moving forward,
Yeah,
what
I
the
guess they
criteria
will.
is and
Yeah.
this sort of thing.
And then
I find,
as we say in St. Lucia, the big l'argent.
yes, how much is going to cost inclusions and so on.
Yeah.
But that's really sad. Really sad that it's gotten to this point. It's really sad. Because remember, we had almost like VIP treatment, It was part of our colonial past that they treated us a certain way, right? We got the first class treatment. One time, remember when we were able to get our bananas on the market?
Geese banana
Yeah,
shake.
because of the preferential arrangements and all that has changed over the years. Boy, we live in a much, much different world today, boy. And I imagine after Donald Trump is going to get even much, much more different after he's gone from the scene. I don't think, I remember when he had the financial crisis, and I was always saying, boy, I can't wait for that financial crisis to be over. To me, that was never over. We went through a financial crisis, and to me, we're still in a financial crisis. It's never stopped. To me, it's never stopped.
Who is we? The Caribbean or
St. Lucia, I'm talking about St. Lucia. Yeah, it's just never come back to normal. So I can't imagine post-Donald Trump, because he's really shaken up the world, how the world is just going to go back, quote-unquote, to normal. I think we're just going to have worse leaders coming around because let me tell you, these people have individuals who admire them, right? I always remember Dr. Jack Kevorkian when he came and he was administering this assisted suicide thing, and he started that, and I said to myself, wow, when I first saw that thing when I was in New York at that time, and I imagined that would have never happened again. And today, I mean, Jack Kevorkian was in prison for that. And today now, this is like big business. Yeah, countries have passed laws now where you are able to go to that country and to die with dignity.
That
kind of
dignity,
thing?
exactly.
So there's always somebody there who's watching and want to be like you or better than you. And I really, really believe that. I believe that after Donald Trump, it's not going to get any better.
Let's not hope for the worst.
No, but I can't see it getting any better.
Whoever takes over from him is a strong individual, and there for the country. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. There for the country and the people, of course.
And you have to ask yourself, who is that person? Because the Democratic Party right now has no real front runner somebody who can really take up the mantle. The only thing I think that person or the Democratic Party will have to do, if they can convince people to reverse all what Donald Trump did, if they can convince people to do that.
And also, they doesn't seem as if America wants a woman. So that's the next thing, Doesn't seem as if they want a woman
for president.
For president. So that's the next thing. So I can't even say the women of America, Kamala again, should start preparing, and try to go up again. I can't even say that, Andre, because America, from what we've seen, they don't want a woman. They don't.
Well, I don't know. I guess the right one hasn't come along as yet. Yeah, Kamala. When Kamala came on, I was happy. I said, that's some good competition for Donald Trump, because I watched her debating Trump, and I was very impressed with her. And it was good competition. But she was just talking, same talking points like Joe Biden. Same thing. She was just repeating what he was saying. So people got turned off. And what people clung to was no more wars. I'll stop all wars. I'll be a man of peace. So people clung to that. And now we're seeing, the real deal. It's just not that at all. I mean, this guy. Good for them. Yeah, this guy. Some words out of any of these persons going up, you really have to check it with a fine-tooth comb, Andre, because there's always something in there that will never happen. But the same man, that said he's a man of peace. Yeah, he'll stop all wars and so on. Have you heard the rhetoric? And that's he's doing the opposite. Have you heard the rhetoric recently? Well, not just recently. That was just yesterday that came out. Iran has said to the U.S., if they try to allow ships to go through that Strait of Hormuz, they said, let them come. In other words, that they are going to do stuff to stop those ships from passing. America said they're going to send like some kind of protective armada. He likes all this heavy American warships and so on in the area. So Iran has said, let him come. Let him put them there. Let's see what's going to happen. Now he's aware of that. So here's what he's saying. And listen to that. The man is talking about peace, right? He said, I'm quoting, "Death, fire, fury will rain upon them." That's Donald Trump talking there, Death, fire, fury. That's the man that say, no more wars. I'm a man of peace and so on. This guy was just bluffing people to get inside there. Of course. He's forgotten all what he said, all the promises, everything. Yeah. And he's just going down another road that the Americans, and he's losing a lot of popularity. The polls are showing it, but he doesn't seem to care. For that. Yeah, he doesn't seem to care. And what makes it worse now, our good friend here, and I use the word very lightly, the Trinidad Prime Minister, she's saying that he's a great man. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. She said a great USA. Okay. And she said, Hela, the same person that say all what she's doing for the benefit of Trinidad and Tobago. She said that repeatedly. Another one again. These people, folks, you have to listen to what these people are saying. And not just what they listen to what they're saying. Watch their actions. Okay? Remember, she keeps saying everything is for Trinidad and Tobago. Now she's saying whatever deal they went into there. All right? And I'm telling you, that deal will include violence, because to deal with the narco traffickers and so on. So she signed up. She and Guyana, they signed up to this thing. All right? And I don't know how they can feel comfortable doing that sort of thing without their friends being there, their comrades. And she said now it'll be to the benefit of CARICOM. And that's not what she said last week. She says everything for Trinidad and Tobago. Those were her words. So all of a sudden now is for the benefit. I guess maybe she feels a little embarrassed as to what they did. So she has to say something to make them feel a little better. So she's saying Donald Trump is a great man. Right? Now, she said that he's very courageous. He's doing what needs to be done, not only for the USA, but for the entire world. I don't know how she arrived at that one. I don't know. But I was looking up the meaning of a great man, and two things I saw, right, for a great leader. Two things, I didn't even check the rest because he doesn't fit any of those. Two of the main things for a great leader, number one would be integrity, right? Integrity, and the other one is humility. Trump doesn't have either. So I don't know what criteria she's using to determine that he's a great man, or a great leader, or whatever the case may be. I disagree with her, 100%. Okay, and by the way, they have somebody, I don't know how they got it. Somebody has video of the, what they call a Tomahawk missile that was heading, and they say America is the one that basically uses those things for the most part. And if somebody actually recorded the thing, you could see the thing in a certain angle heading toward that place. So they said that in
it
all
was
likelihood, the school that they bombed. And they said apparently that it is the U.S. Tomahawk that did that, but of course it's not confirmed because
So it
it's still
wasn't AI,
investigating.
right?
Well, somebody sent that thing there. You know, probably
I know
from-
somebody sent it, but I'm saying when you saw it, it wasn't AI.
No, because that's what they're using right now. That's why they're arriving at that. So Trump was quick to say that's Iran that bombed the place. That's what he said. Iran is the one who bombed their own children. Okay, those people are not like that, you know. Those people are not like that at all. I was watching an interview. I tell you, I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch all these other channels, right? Not BBC, not CNN, because these people have a kind of skewed way of reporting. I saw an American reporter, and he was talking to the children in Iran. And those children were so friendly. They were so friendly and outgoing, right? They were making jokes with him. They asked him his name. He asked them their name and whatever. Very nice, friendly children. And when you contrast that with the Israelis, the children in Israel, you know some of these children were doing, these young boys and young girls, they were looting the aid that was coming for the Gazans, you know. That's recorded. You know, they have the thing, they have these plats and they have these hats that they wear. These are the ones, right? These radicals. They're looting the food that was being brought in for those little children. A completely different kind of attitude. So these people are giving a bad impression about Iran. They're lying like crazy. Now, there's a new leader that they've installed, and Trump says he's not happy with that guy at all. Now, I guess for good reasons, but I want to mention a couple of things that people may not be aware of, right? And this is very important, okay? Because remember, I tell you folks, they're giving us an impression. That's why I said to you about that song yesterday, about Dead or Alive. I think we were brainwashed. That is why they would have written a song like that. And to only 90% of the tyrants were Africans in that song. So the West, they're good. These people. All right. So this guy that they installed there, right, as the new supreme leader, that's the gentleman that they killed, they murdered, right? That's his son that's there right now. So when they murdered his father. Are you aware that they murdered his mother was there as well? Right? His mother was there when they dropped that bomb in that building. So his father was murdered, his mother was murdered, and his wife was murdered. All three of them were in that building at that time. So this guy now is coming to inherit what his father left there. Boy, I can't see how if he survived, because Israel already said that they're going to target him. The U.S. says they will target him as well to take him out, right? In fact, they say anybody that they put in that position, you're a target, right? Okay, I wish them well. But they better do that, because this guy there is wounded. I mean, you're talking about somebody who has some serious wounds. Your father murdered, your mother murdered, and your wife is murdered. Right there. I'm not saying killed her, murdered. Because the people they're living their life. Just so you decide to come and just bomb them just so. And there's something else I want to talk about. People are not aware of those things. They're saying Iran wants to build a nuclear weapon, and Donald Trump keeps saying they cannot have a nuclear weapon. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. Now, folks, those things you see I'm saying there, these things are easily verifiable. Okay? And I will not come and say stuff I know I didn't prove. I didn't do my research before coming here. So you go and check it out. Are you all aware that the Ayatollah that they murdered, you know, this man issued a fatwa, right? A fatwa is like an edict, something when you see when they say that they issue a fatwa, that means now it's a sort of an announcement that they're making, and it stands.
Okay.
It stands. So whether for good or for bad, it stands. In other words,
so how is that word
they
spelled?
own the FATWA. So in other words, their people now supposed to go by what that says, and especially coming from the supreme ruler. So the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, right, had repeatedly issued and reaffirmed a fatwa. That's a religious ruling that bans, that bans the productions, stockpiling, and use of nuclear weapons. He did that, right? Because he says that the fatwa states, that's what he stated, that using nuclear weapons is a grave, unforgivable sin, and that their stockpiling is futile, very harmful, and very dangerous. That's what that guy wrote in the fatwa. And they have you to believe now that the guy was trying to, Iran, under his leadership, was trying to develop a nuclear weapon. And the guy had issued a fatwa on that years ago. It stands. Anytime you see they tell you the issue of fatwa, that's serious business. And their people go by what that fatwa says. So don't let them people keep fooling us, folks. Don't let them keep fooling us.
I'm taking it in, Andre.
Yeah. We don't read for ourselves. We don't find out. We just listen to CNN or the BBC. And what they feed us with, we just accept it as that. Okay? Alrighty. So, just a quick thing there. I'm Lady J, Rihanna, the individual who shot up Rihanna's home. She's been identified as Ivana Ortiz, age 35. Still no motive given as yet. So we don't know why she did it.
Make her drive over there to do that and then take off.
Yes.
I'm happy they got her the same day, right?
Yes, same day.
Yeah,
They
that's
caught her,
good.
but they caught her miles away. So she's on bond right now, over $10,000. And so let's say, I hope
I'd
she
like to
talks.
read up on her.
Yes,
Then sometimes
what's
they
the
just want
issue?
popularity, so they do those things.
Maybe that's true.
Yeah, they do those things. So I would like to read up on her, just to see
Yes.
if she's in the spotlight or want to be in the spotlight, one of the two. Because we've never heard of that person.
Okay, so don't forget the icing on the cake coming up a little later.
Oh, you have it for today?
Yes, I have it for
All
today.
right, Andre, I hear you.
I went in my archives and I found something you would never guess with who. It's yours truly, Clement Charlie Charles
And
Stanley Lucian.
Oh, Stanley.
Yes,
Okay.
I went into my archives and I found this one, and I found it to be so funny, to be honest with you.
Okay,
All right?
okay.
So I'll share that on the icing on the cake a little later. So go ahead now. It's now time for the
all right.
shout outs.
Yes, okay. All right, well, let's see the shout outs this morning. Good morning to everyone. Dakota, first to
Chime in.
chime in. Good morning. Great day to you both. Good morning.
You as well, Dakota.
Pearl Food Baby says good morning. Yay.
Morning, Pearl. All the best
and
to you.
DK says good morning to you, host Andre Paul and Lady J. Good morning.
Morning. And DK, all the best to you, my friend.
Yes.
And we go talk, we have to talk.
And he says, Andre, I said that same thing to myself. My father was not in my life, and I promise that I will always be there with my children as long as God gives me the strength.
Bravo, my friend. I love to hear that.
Yes.
You know, we had a program this morning, and that's when that. Oh no, that was you and I. Sorry. I thought that was on the Love Zone. Sorry.
Love Zone,
so
no,
that you and I
Andre.
were having a discussion.
It was us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Akila Inglis says, good morning to Lady J and Andre. Good morning to you. Andre, I understand exactly how you feel. My sons, ages 35, 23, and 18, I still have their kindergarten school folders containing Mother's Day
You
cards
see that?
and other memorable items.
Wow. And you feel like you don't want to part with it.
You feel like
as though if you part with it, like you're parting with
taking
them.
them, yeah.
It's a funny kind of feeling.
Nah, it's human, yeah. Arthur Charles. Andre, I hope you have the recording of you and I when you were at Radio 100. By the way, it will be 30 years they are in operation through you.
Actually, I have it, I have it, but the quality is not so good. So, yeah, I do have it.
You might have to talk to Fire to see what he can do about the quality.
I don't think Fire
Good
can
morning,
save that at
Fire.
all.
You never know.
I don't
You
think he can
never
save
know,
that.
Andre. Never know. Sharon Peter says, good morning to all.
Morning,
Sharon.
Sharon, Lucky Dube, Peter.
Oh, and Sills.
Siltrub?
Yeah, she says, pleasant morning to you, Andre and Lady J. Good morning, Sills. A wonderful day to you both. Can you please say thank you to all the people that are supporting me with my rubs for giving me a sale? And she put that in capital.
All right, okay. Yes, so you heard that, folks? Still said thank you very much for supporting her.
She says, thanks so much, blessings always. And Barbara Augustine says, good morning. On this note, hope you'll understand why every day I miss my Tony Paul on Harddrive. I followed him on every station he worked. Memories don't leave like we do. Have a great day, everyone. All right, Barbara. No one will take his place, Barbara. Don't you worry. No one will take his place. And DK says, The drink made you sick after you have consumed it, so they must take responsibility. And if you don't, the consumers have a right to sue.
Well, when they come in this afternoon, ask, okay? Ask about that.
Sills also says, thank you, Andre, for airing my rubs. May God bless you always.
You're welcome.
And Josie Ann says...
I take that blessing. Yeah.
Josie Ann says, good morning, Rev-Up family.
Morning, Josie.
Josie
Hope all is well with you.
And DK says, I will not see you at my home, Andre, where I am right now, but hope to see you soon, maybe in studio, because orange orangutans will not let you in the country again.
I get the joke.
I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
Nancy Graceland says, Andre, you were in Brooklyn back then when it was bad in the 1980s. Right now, it is so different. Yeah, she's correct.
I imagine.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, well, thank God for that.
It's cleaner. It's
Also, you remove all the graffiti and all that kind of stuff?
They might still have, but I never saw any. I didn't. I was in Brooklyn in, what are we in? 26? I was in Brooklyn in 24. Edward says, Tom says, good morning, my Rev-Up family. Listening. Yes, good morning, Edward.
Okay, Edward.
Conrad says, everything is done online. No more traveling to Barbados or Trinidad. Nice. Yes.
Okay.
And DK says, Andre, wow. Same story with me. I had a friend I invited to church one day a couple years ago. I spoke with her the Saturday night and told her I will come to pick her up tomorrow, Sunday. Just call me when you're ready. And for the first time, this person was coming to church. The following morning, I received a call. Thought it was her calling, but it was her daughter calling to tell me that her mom had just passed away while in the shower.
Wow, you see that?
Tomorrow is never promised.
Why? The next
Every day.
second is not promised.
Yes.
Wow. Imagine that.
Imagine having a shower. Wow. Sad. Condolences.
And I'm sure
even
people
if it's a while back.
have thousands of people have those same kinds of stories. I'm sure.
Oh yes. Josie Stevens says, Andra. Never call you Andrew.
That's all right.
Andrew, so I realized that's
this
just
morning,
them.
Mr. Arbors called me Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't make a deal about it. That's fine.
Andrew, would you come to Canada? It's a clean place. Send the ticket. Send the ticket.
Yeah.
I'm asking her to send the ticket because if she sends it, you will travel. Conrad says, it's all about uploading your documents online. After you will book a biometric evidence booking in St. Lucia. Yeah. Madeline says, good morning to my beautiful people. Tuesday blessings to everyone.
Morning to you, Madeline.
Thanks, Madeline. Josie also chimed in again and says, Albert Alexander, good morning. And DK says, it's like a decree. Okay, so
and
you
Josie,
have so much to fill out.
And Josie, you have to tell us what's going on in that rectangle in the clearing there.
Hold on, this is somebody else. When you hear I say Josie, that's somebody else. Josie Ann is your friend.
Oh, okay, that's
Yes.
somebody. I thought, I thought you said she chimed in again.
Yeah, because she's been chiming. Not your Josie
All
Ann
right,
that's
okay.
been chiming.
Well, my
This
Josie
person.
Ann, I wanted to
She
tell
only
me
said once hello.
what she knows about that rectangle. I know a square, that's a rectangle in La Clery.
Yeah.
I see them boarding up and everything.
So you never stop and ask the same people that are working on it, ask them about that? I do sometimes. If a building is coming up, I just stop and I ask. If they give me attitude, I just go about my business. But if they're friendly, I stay and I talk because, good morning, what's coming up here, that kind of thing. And they'll tell me. So,
Okay,
Andre, maybe
okay.
you can stop the vehicle and ask. Because I know you won't be walking.
Exactly.
Okay. And DK says, Israel has more nukes and not allowing no inspection
Exactly.
from the IEA.
Exactly. Yeah. Good one, partner. That's true. And Iran was part of that organization. So they were monitoring what they were doing. Okay? Israel, nobody monitors what they're doing with their nukes.
Madeline says, I bought 2 from her a few weeks ago. Tell her she's welcome. Anything local and natural for me. Thank you. She's talking about, sales. Madeline Alexander, wow. I don't know what the wow was for. And Arthur Charles says, good morning, folks. Today is the birthday of Adolphus Charles Small.
Hey,
Also,
Mr. Small, good morning to you, sir. Happy birthday, Adolphus. Yeah, that's my partner.
oh.
That's Barbara Jacobs' husband.
Oh, I was saying the name seemed familiar. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Happy birthday.
Adolphus. Happy birthday, partner.
Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I always call him Small. So that's why the name
Yes,
didn't.
yes.
I don't think I ever knew his name. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. So I was a little baffled for a second. Yeah. And also lawyer Desmond Charles and lawyer Michelle Anthony Daisy. Oh, Michelle is also celebrating a birthday today. Yes.
Yeah, but,
so there's
but
three of them.
we read them so quickly, Lady
So I'm
J.
going. No, it just flipped. I read it.
No, I'm saying the person
I'll come back to it.
celebrating the birthday. Just do them one at a time. So he said Desmond
But that's how
celebrating.
he has it written, Andrew.
I know. I'm just saying, just to pause for a second, because remember,
Okay.
this is a birthday. So just
No,
spend a little time just to
yeah.
to big up the person.
Because I always go back to it.
So
Yeah.
Desmond's birthday is
Just
today.
now.
Happy
Hold on,
birthday,
Andre.
Desmond.
It
Happy
flipped
birthday.
on me.
Yeah, you just went over there.
I
so
read it
quickly.
normal, and then after I go back to it again. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So it's Adolphus Charles
Right, that's
Small.
one. Happy birthday, partner.
It's lawyer Desmond Charles.
Right, Desmond Charles. Let's say happy birthday to Desmond. Wonderful human being. Okay? Yes, happy birthday to you, Desmond. Have yourself a great day today. And I believe she must be listening. Yeah.
And it's also lawyer Michelle Anthony Daisy.
Michelle Anthony Daisy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure who that one is.
That's Prime Minister Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
That's his daughter.
Oh, it's his daughter. Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Michelle
I
Anthony.
didn't know
Married
that.
to Daisy. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, happy birthday.
Ryan. Married to Ryan.
What's the first name again? Michelle?
Michelle.
Okay, happy birthday, Michelle. Have
She
yourself a great
and
one.
Thing had an office sharing at one point. She and Chasney's. I've forgotten the name. Chasney's wife. I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. She's such a darling.
So happy birthday to you, Michelle. Okay, Michelle Anthony. Des was the last
Daisy.
name? Daisy. All right. Have yourself a
Brian's
great
wife.
one.
Yeah. Madeline Alexander says, my sister passed away whilst bathing in the rain. It was in the night. Ouch. Ouch. Sorry, Madeline. And
Imagine
DK, yeah, she was enjoying herself. And DK says the war in the Middle East is more about Israel than anything else.
Now you see, there's a man that's keeping in touch with what's going on. Yeah, he's on target. That's correct, right? It all has to do with this the people in Gaza. That's what this thing is all about. Iran supports like Hamas and Hezbollah and those groups that are a pain in the butt to Israel. They are literal pain in the butt because as we speak, they are bombing Lebanon. I think so far over 500 people have been killed already over the last week there. So Israel just bombing black is white because Hezbollah is firing rockets now in support of what's happening there. In solidarity with the Iranian people. So Hezbollah is firing rockets into Israel, and Israel doesn't like that because it really upends their life. They have to go in shelters and things like that, so that they don't like that. So it's a bombing. I just bomb black is white. So all of this stuff there with Iran has to do with Israel, plain and simple. Because of the support that they give, because of that Gaza, that situation with the Palestinians. That's what's going on there. And Donald Trump, of course, wants to stay in the news. He wants to stay in the news. He wants to. He must always be the center of attraction, right? So that's why you see he's involved in that as well. Anything that you have to mention his name.
Septima Joseph says, she says good morning. And Arthur Charles says, Andre, now you spreading seeds. Is the Leclerc square being done?
I
We're going to have a square?
I call it a rectangle, a square. It's not a square, it's a rectangle. As to what they're going to be doing with it, maybe an upgrade. I don't know, maybe an upgrade.
Yeah. Was it a square? They had it as a square. They had it as a plain
No, that place
area?
was just sealed off, basically.
Okay.
For years, it's been like that.
And you know what I noticed? The vendor that was there for so many years, they broke that down. So I wonder if
Oh, yeah, how that's going to
she's
impact
not there
her?
anymore, Andre.
Oh, so she's not.
I don't know if she's there today.
I must
but
look
the last
out.
time I went in, which
I
was
must
last
look
week,
out for that. Now that you mention that, I must look out for
the last
for
time
her.
I passed was the day they took electricity, which is Friday.
Yeah.
It was not. Nah.
Now that you mention
Look
that.
out for that. So I don't
Oh,
know.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, she was there for many, many years. So either she's able to come back and they're renovating, but I hope she don't lose that opportunity.
When we were kids, we actually had access to that place. You could go in there and play and stuff and play your cricket, your football, whatever. But I don't know, maybe it was destroying the turf that was there. I don't know, the grass or whatever, so we probably stopped it.
Well, they need
Yeah,
to
there was a swing there,
they need
rides.
to put that back again.
All kinds of things back in the day, in the
Yeah.
day. But
So it's good to ask, Andre, when you're passing, because if I pass there today, I have to pick up my little glam today. She's going to dance class. So I have to pick her up. So we might pass there.
you call her glam.
Oh,
Little
I'm
glam.
the glamour, Andre. I'm not grand.
So she
I'm
calls you glam.
Glamour. Yeah. I'm not grand. No. And let me tell you, by the way, my two grands, when they call the father's mother grandma, but they never looked at me as a grandma.
They call who grandma?
Their father's
father?
mother.
Oh, okay.
Because
but
I am their mother's mother.
Yeah,
right?
oh, okay.
Right. So to get it. So one day when we were talking, they were probably about 7 and 3 at the time. One day when we were talking, I told them, "Oh, she has you calling her grandma?" He said, "Yes." I said, "But you never call me grandma." "You're not our grandma." "No, you're not our grandma. You're our mom."
So they don't maybe what?
Now they understand, but they didn't understand that. They saw me differently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
They saw me differently. They did not see me as a grand. Yeah, and I was taken aback by that, Andre. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, but you don't look like a grandma. You know what I mean?
Andre, who looks like a grandma?
Of
In
course,
the past,
there
when we
are
were
people who look
small,
like grandmothers.
when we were smaller,
And
they
grandfathers.
did. But now, but let me just say, I did not have a child at a young age that people think, yeah? I had a child at the age that I think I could be ready. I was ready. So, maybe it's in the genes because my mom looks pretty good for her age, Andre. But my mom started early. My mom my mom started at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she had 6 of us. Okay. So NDK says...
somebody, my good friend Vincent, Vincent says that the lady has been relocated near the bus shelter. So that's where
that's
she is
lower
now.
down or higher?
A little lower down.
Very
Well,
good.
Yeah, that's near the bridge. I'm not mistaken.
By the bridge.
Yeah.
Opposite side or same side? I wonder.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Must be the same side. Yeah, I don't think there'll be
Okay.
room on the other side there. I don't think so. Thanks a lot, Vincent. Appreciate that. One of my best male friends
Yeah.
there. Vincent
Yeah.
Vaval.
Nice.
Yes.
And very good. I like when they respond to us immediately. Yeah. And yes, that's NDK. And yes, Andre, we have to talk, but after my daughter's birthday party next week, I'm still enjoying my children's moments.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds
NDK.
good to me.
Mhm.
He also says, Andre, they must let you be the mayor of La Clary. Okay. Okay, Andre won't have time for that.
Okay, so somebody give a little more information. Sheila is closer to the bridge
Okay.
under the almond tree by NRDF. Thank you very much.
Oh, that side.
Yes, that side.
Okay.
Thank you, Cynthia.
All right.
Mhm.
Because I would get those things from her. What's the name of it? Not the floats, the other one. And you could buy them with peas or saltfish. The dal. I would get that. Oh, Andre, that's sweet. She does a good job.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Now, Josie, my friend, sent a voice note. So let me just see if it's about the square.
Good morning, AP.
What's
They
that? If it's
are
private.
giving you a brand new square. Okay?
See?
Short and sweet. Thank you.
Nice.
I knew Josie would know what's going
she
on.
would
You know.
walk and check.
I
Yeah.
knew she'd always know what's going on. Thank you, Josie.
So it's a square. Nice. Nice. So Arthur Charles says, Andre, I forgot today is the birthday of teacher Jane King Hippolyte. And nurse.
Hey.
And, okay.
Yes, you see,
Sure.
you
No, because I
you're
normally
moving
read the
fast.
whole thing and then I go back to
Yes, so Jane
Yeah.
King Hippolyte. That's right. Yeah, that's
Hippolyte's wife.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. Yes. What's his first name again? I'm forgetting his first name right now. I know him very well. Eh?
And Dr. King's
Yes, so happy
sister.
birthday to you, Mrs. Hippolyte. Wishing you all
Kendall.
the best. Kendall. That's Kendall's wife. Very nice lady, very
Yes.
friendly lady.
They're both very nice.
Very nice,
Yeah,
very nice
they're
people.
very
These are nice people.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very
All right,
down
so
to
happy
earth.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Teacher Jane King,
Yes.
Hippolyte, and Nurse Ava Auguste. Happy birthday, Nurse Ava Auguste. I guess you don't know that one.
Ava Ogis.
Yeah.
All right, Ava. Happy
the
birthday
nurse.
to you, Ava. Enjoy your special day today. Yes.
All right, that's it. And yesterday, Erin told me she has an early morning appointment, and I can tell why she said so, because she's not there. Andre, we didn't see Erin today on the
Oh,
platform.
yeah, what's wrong? I hope
She
she's
said
all
she
right.
has an early morning appointment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Erin, we
So-
missed you, Erin.
Yeah, we miss you,
That's for
girlfriend.
sure.
We miss you. Yeah, well, NDK said it, but I had time to say it. Yeah, Kendall. All right, thank you. So we're going to the WhatsApp platform.
So if the lady's still there, as people are telling me, she's still doing her thing, you can go and get your doll.
That's right. Yeah, really good. No, sometimes by the time I pass there,
Yeah, finish
they-
already.
Yeah, man. Andre, the children come out of school and so on. Yeah, you have to pass like before 12 or something like that.
And you know the vast majority of our customers are males.
Of her customers?
Yeah, you always see guys seated there.
For virtual?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it because they're talking or they buying or both?
I think maybe they're just chatting.
Very good.
Just
So she
chatting.
has
You know, fellas
company.
like to get together and talk. They talk.
Company.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we're going into the. You ready with your ice cream
Icing on the cake.
icing on the cake?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's coming up in a little while. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. So Curlin, is it's 268. So that would be Antigua. Good morning, my REV-UP family. I was in St. Lucia for my mother's funeral and now back in Antigua. Sorry, Andre, we didn't meet.
That's
Uh-oh.
Julian. That's Julian. How are you calling yourself Colin?
Who's it? What?
You're my partner, Junior.
Oh, Curlin is above. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's still at 268.
So Julian, yes, man. He messaged me, tell me he was here, but we didn't get a chance to see each other. Yeah, I guess he was busy. I was busy. But don't worry, partner. Next time,
Okay.
God willing. God willing.
Yeah. Now, this is Curlin. I opened my, yeah. I thought I touched it, but the other one. Hey, good morning, Andre and Lady J. Good morning, Curlin. How are you guys doing today? I feel the same way about my son's photos or anything that belongs to him. I always get notified that my phone is filled, but just
you see?
but just looking at his little face in the photos
Exactly.
makes me feel some sort of way.
Colin, I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from.
We all
It's true.
understand, Andrew, but you have to give up
you
some
feel
for
sorry
more.
as though, like, especially see little face there.
Yeah, so cute.
Right? You feel as though, oh my God, to delete him, man, or delete her.
Andre, one day, a friend came home, and I don't know what they were talking about. And I remember my daughter when she was, under 10. She says, when I'm sleeping, my mom kisses me. So I think the friend asked her, but you're sleeping, how do you know? Because when she's kissing me, sometimes I wake up and she's in the middle of kissing me. Andre, like you say, they're adorable.
Yeah.
My hubby would always say, let the child sleep. Andre, but every minute I'm passing by her,
Yeah,
she's
kissing.
Kiss. Oh, I made sure I gave her a lot of love, Andre. Love.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes. I love her. That's what I tell you. When
Bravo
you
to
see,
you, bravo to you.
Love her.
Yeah, bravo.
And I tell her every day, thank you for the 2 beautiful grands you gave me.
Yeah. Yeah.
tell her that all the time.
If we have the opportunity, especially when they're small, right, to make them feel important, make them feel, as you said, they feel the love coming from you. My gosh, man, the kids never forget that. They never forget it.
And Andre, they can come to you no matter what happens.
Yes, exactly.
If it is something that they're afraid of, they may not come today because it happened today. They'll come maybe 2 days later, but you will know. You will find out. They will tell you. And it's important to open up. Let the kids speak up, tell you. My daughter might hold back 1 or 2 things, yeah, but eventually, oh, Mom, I know I had to tell you that, but I still get to know, Okay, we have Sylvester. Joseph Sylvester. Okay, you was talking about the love zone.
Yes. Actually, I thought he was going to call because it was kind of like down his alley, the whole being visually impaired and sort of thing, being blind. I thought he was going to call. I don't know what happened. Maybe he couldn't get through at the time. What is he saying?
He put a heart, and he says the love zone was too special for me to call this morning.
Imagine
I listened.
That. Wow,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just listened. We didn't get any calls, to be honest with you. Not a single call.
So I didn't get to what was he saying this morning? Was he talking about the being blind?
Yeah, we were talking about being visually impaired and its impact on romantic relationships.
And what was the response? What was he saying about that?
Oh, he said a lot. He said so much. But I think
was that a negative or a positive?
Of course, there was negative, there was positive, but of course there was more positive.
Okay.
Because he spoke from his perspective, meaning that he was blind. He was kind of born blind. He said about age 2, that's when the family actually realized he was bumping into things. Yes, and something was wrong. But he said somebody came and told the mother that the child wouldn't amount to anything much or something like that. There's nothing much you can do because it's a blind child. And he said the mother told him where to go. And he said the mother was strong enough to be there for him and to make sure that the same thing we're talking about there, that he feels that he's a normal person. He spoke about his days playing games with his friends, and they would improvise for him. You know, they all considered him and his situation. They didn't just ignore him, right? He said he couldn't have gone to school at the time because remember how things were back in the day.
Then,
I think he said he was born in 40 something? I think, 1940 something. He was born. I find it strange. He looks very, very well. If he was born in 1940 something, like late 1940s, somewhere around there, maybe 49, somewhere around there. So he spoke about his experience with, meeting females, because remember the program is about the love zone.
Right.
He spoke about his experience meeting females, how quite a few were coming after him.
But he looked good.
Yeah, he said that
especially if you have the sunglasses, nobody knows he's blind.
Right. Yeah, and especially when he was young, because he said that that they found something in him that was probably attractive, whatever that may be, because he said he heard that he was like handsome when he was a small boy and this sort of thing, and he spoke about his wife and how they met each other and the challenges in the relationship, right? And of course they eventually divorced. Yeah, and he said that even his son couldn't understand why they divorced, because he never heard them have any issue or anything else. So apparently whatever was going on, they were able to keep it between them.
Andre, did he mention that the son has no
issues?
That's great.
Yeah,
wow,
no issues.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And he said he was the only one in his family who was blind. Yeah, he was the only one. Yeah. So he spoke about, asked him how he feels about being born that way. Is he basically angry at God and this sort of thing? And he said no. He said no. Yeah. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. I think if you're born that way, it's different from when it comes to you after. I think it might be difficult for Joseph Sylvester because, this is happening to him now. So.
And he was saying that for a lot of men, because he said he's counseled many of them already, they want to leave the relationship at that time because, those men who were not born blind and because of circumstances, the diabetes, in the case of our friend, some other medical issue and so on, right? Some health issue, and he was saying that he had to literally counsel some men to tell him, no, you can stay and still have a good marriage, because especially when you're a provider, you're really accustomed to being that way. You're the one that's the breadwinner, kind of thing. And to see now you're more dependent on your wife to do things. For a man, it's a rough time. But he said that you can get counseling to help you manage and stay in a good. Because he said the people that he actually counseled are still in their marriages today.
And especially if the person, because we don't know if it's female or male that's blind, but if the person loves you and showing you genuine love, where are you going?
Right.
They will take care of you.
Yeah, boy, that's why I tell you, we the men, our pride, the ego, everything comes into play there.
You remember, Andre, we were talking one day and I told you, man, if I have a choice and they tell you, you're going to lose your sight or you're going to lose an arm, I'll take the arm.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. You have
I
any more?
hope that never happens. Yes. This person says, bless love to my good friend, teacher Jean of Leclerc, coming from Empress Bobo, and with love always.
No,
All right,
Teacher Jean is a
Empress
regular
Bobo?
listener, so no doubt
Yes.
she heard that. Morning, Teacher Jean. Big shout out to you.
This person says it's a 160 number, Charms. Okay, Charms
Oh,
says,
Charmaine.
okay.
Hmm.
Pleasant Tuesday morning to Andre and beautiful Lady J. And she says, Janice, I see you love colors and they fit well. There is something about the lady, something about this lady I love. Andre, I love you too.
That's a smart lady there.
Have a wonderful day from top fan Charmaine.
All right, Charmaine, thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Charmaine. I appreciate that. Charmaine, I think Charmaine is into, she's like a fashionista as well, because every outfit I put, Charmaine compliments it. So, Charmaine, send me a picture of yourself. All right. This person says, she is by the bus shelter next to the blue canteen. All right. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Charmaine also sent to Barbados to get a visa about, we can't go through that. That's, some information about that. Some people always give it. She sent about the information for, okay, should I read that, Andre? It's about the visa, Barbados. It says to Barbados to get my visa. It says, yes, as of early 2026, residents of several Caribbean nations, including Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines must still travel to the U.S. Embassy in Bridgetown, Barbados for a U.S. visa, interviews, and processing. Then she says some people always giving false news. And then she says you can fill out all the documents online, but traveling to Barbados is compulsory to have your interview. The interview must be done in person.
That's for
But
the
isn't
US.
that how it has always
That's
been?
for the US visa.
Yeah.
Okay. But we're talking about
Talking about
Britain.
England right
Yeah.
now.
Mm.
Yeah, England. And
and that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure exactly what the criteria is there right now.
right. Okay, they letting me know it's Raquel. Yes, it's Raquel. It's not Rachel, huh? It's Raquel. That's a Q. Yeah. So Raquel. Chastney's wife.
Yes.
They were working together at one time. They shared an office. Good morning to you both, Lady J. You look lovely in your colors, and Andre, you look as handsome as always.
Yeah, I think that's an afterthought. Say,
Put
let's
Andre before me,
let's
so
not
you
make
feel
Andre
good.
feel so bad. You know what I mean? Let's say a little something. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Actually, your ladies are the lucky ones. You get all the compliments. Yeah.
As handsome as always. Have a wonderful, I think she missing have a wonderful day. A regular listener, Antonia.
All right, Antonia.
Right, Antonia. Good morning to you, and thank you for the compliment. Andre, the last time when you came in and you had a haircut, I did compliment you.
No,
I said
no,
your
no,
hair
no,
looks
no.
good.
That's
so
fine.
the compliments
That's
are coming
fine.
in.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all right. I'm just saying it's a fact. It's a fact. The ladies get most of the compliments. That's how it is. You go out, no matter how well you're looking, right? But you have a beautiful lady next to you. She gets all the compliments, and the compliments come from men and women.
Yeah. But Andre, I'd love to see a man in a suit, but he must have good shoes. Right? And the socks, No,
even if we do all of that.
and I will compliment him.
No
Yes,
big deal.
Andre.
No big deal.
Yes, he'll get
All
his
right. Any more?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. So let's go, because remember you have your interview at
Yes,
midday
12.
today. Just a reminder, who are you interviewing?
Oh, consumer. It's World Consumer Rights Day on Sunday. That's March the 15th. So the ladies will be here. I don't know how many. They will be in here to talk about for St. Lucia, guiding us. And of course, we'll open the lines in case anyone have any questions that they would like to ask. St. Lucia will be celebrating it on Friday, so persons can go over to the square as well. It says, let me see what it says. In observance of the day, celebrations will take place on Friday, March 13th at the Derek Walcott Square from 10 to 4. Right.
World Consumer
that's from
Rights
10
Day
to 4.
coming up.
World Consumer Rights Day.
Okay.
And the theme, Andre, is safe products, confident consumers. And I agree with that. The products have to be safe. And of course, if the products are safe, we are going to be very confident. We will buy them with ease, and we won't have to go home and wonder if we're going to get a belly ache.
Exactly. Okay, so folks, here comes the icing on the cake. Now, I told you I went into my little archives to dig up this one. I happen to have it on in my phone. Actually, I had to go searching for this thing. I think it's a little funny. I think it's a little funny. It's Clement Charlie Charles, the Stanley Lucian, and yours truly. We're having a little discussion where they're giving a birthday greeting, a birthday shout out to a particular lady whose name is spelled Geline. So Charlie was not sure exactly how to pronounce the name. At least he thought he knew how to pronounce the name, but I think he pronounced it incorrectly. I think so. So here we are trying to figure out right the way to pronounce the person's name. All right. So let's give it a listen. I think it's funny, and let's hope we can enjoy it.
In Creole. No, there's an expression they say, man in Liam. Oh, yes. That was the power. Power.
So, Charlie, one more time. Just spell the name for me, please.
Glyne.
Glyne.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, that's interesting.
That means your next daughter is going to have that name.
Glyne.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's pronounced what? Glenny?
Jilin. Charlie just says what you want.
I think so. I think so. I said,
how you spell it? How you spell it, Andrew? How you spell it? I say, sometimes that's the first time the lady's 100 years old. That's the first time she's saying anything. I'm sure somebody called me this morning, give me that information, and give me the spelling, and give me the name.
So they give you the pronunciation to Charlie?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes, yes, somebody called first and said Waterworks Road. Then somebody else called me and give me the same exact message and said Leslie Land. Waterworks, Charlie? Waterworks Road. Waterworks Road.
I'll give everything is one pronunciation.
Yeah,
right?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So if I make a mistake, Andre, I say after
your friend Kobe Kavinia sent a lot of laughing emojis there.
Next time I'm supposed to send a voice note and you so even
Mr. Favory weighing on the issue. Pronounce. He put Gline. Gline, I imagine Gline. Gline.
Yeah.
What Charlie say? What Charlie say?
Ghislaine, that's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. The next one. That's not very a good one. I think you don't have nothing passive. Sometimes the poor lady probably said, hey, my cotton address
Oh boy. Charlie, one of your fans, say, leave Charlie alone. One of your fans. Sell by, boy. You have a lot of supporters out there, Charlie. Sell by. Sell by. All right, fellas. Let's sing the birthday song. Especially for Jillian.
Remind you something, Andrew? Remind you something.
Oh my God. Okay. Those are the days, boy. Those are the days.
G by itself and Lynn.
Yeah, Glyne. Charlie says Jillian. It's Charlie. Oh boy. Okay, folks. So that's the icing on the cake for today. Should have another nice one for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes, folks in DBS, thank you so much for being with us. We don't take that for granted. We really do appreciate, the fact that you're carrying our show live. That means a lot to us. So thank you very much, you, Linda, and the entire staff there at DBS. Okay, those of you on Facebook, those of you on YouTube, on X, thank you so much for being with us.
Radio Garden, and those of you tuned in on radio as well, especially right here in St. Lucia.
Yeah, also MyTuner Radio,
online,
758streaming.com, yeah, all the platforms. Okay, so you have yourself a great day. Keep it locked. We have Lady J will be with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon. Then from 3 until 6 going to be Zen the DJ. Then from 6 until 7, God willing, I'll be back here this evening with Dr. Leonard Suraj for Doctor in the House. So this has been Harddrive, brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Randallie's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Ram Valleys, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at ramvalleysfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Ram Valleys,
we care.
REV-UP St. Lucia, your healthy alternative.
That is freaking awesome, dude.
95.9 FM, the alpha of radio.